Okay, this video is going to show you guys how to use the spell check and grammar check and also the thesaurus. So this document that you download from Canvas, make sure that it is truly 3 pages. Okay, the first 2 pages deal with spelling and grammar, and then the last page is your thesaurus. All right, so the spell check and grammar check and the thesaurus are all in the review tab because they have to do with reviewing a rough draft document and turning it into a nice polished final draft. So inside review in the proofing or proofreading group, you have spelling and grammar and thesaurus. Now, before we get to that, there is one thing I want you to do on page 1, and that is to highlight all of these underlined words, highlight them in yellow. Okay, the reason being is so that after you have fixed all the words, I can easily see which words they were and see if you fixed them correctly. So I'm going to show you a little trick today to highlight a bunch of them a lot easier than one at a time. Okay, so one way you can do it is select one of the words that need to be highlighted, and then in your home tab in the font group, go do yellow highlighter on it. Now, you can, if you want, just go do that to all of them, but why would you if you knew this shortcut tool? Okay, this shortcut tool is called Format Painter, this little paintbrush. What it does is copies or paints the format from one location to another. So the way you do it is you select the format that you like, the highlight that you want, and then you need to double click. Okay, because if you click it just once, my mouse now has a paintbrush by it, which you might not be able to see, but it has a paintbrush, and I can go click the next word that needs the highlighter, but then my paintbrush is gone. But if I select the word that has the format I want to paint and I double click, it'll just stay on time after time till you hit escape. Okay, so now I can just go click once on all of these underlined words. Oops, this didn't work. There we go. Okay, so that is your Format Painter tool. We'll probably be using that on another assignment as well, but now you've had a little introduction to it. So it just saves you lots of time. Okay, and then like I said, when you're done using the Format Painter, you can either click it to turn it off, or you can hit the escape key on your keyboard. You know it's off when it's not, has the dark gray box on it. Okay, so you want to do that first. Now, getting to the real reason for the assignment, how to run a spell and grammar check. Okay, what you're going to do in the review tab is click on the spelling and grammar button, and it's going to open up this spelling pane over here on the right side. Some of you may have before just right-clicked and individually went to words that were misspelled, and it gives you a list of suggestions of what it thinks you're trying to spell, and then you click the correct word. So that is part of spell check too. But if you open it through here, it keeps this pane up here, and it takes you to the next word and the next word and the next word without you having to go right click on all of them. That's really the only difference. Okay, so it's starting down here, probably because my mouse was last clicked down here. So I will go ahead and start down here. And the word I want is persevere, not persevere, like a lot of people tend to spell it. Okay, so you click the right form of the word and you hit change. And then grateful, that's a commonly misspelled word. It should be grateful like this. So just hit change. Yes, and then it'll take you down to page 2, and it's going to go look at the grammar too. So you might as well do that while you're at it. I seen your dad at the game. So that's not really correct. You could either change it to I saw your dad at the game, or I see your dad at the game. That's also correct, but seen is not correct. Okay, you're my best friend, the wrong form of your. So you're going to click this one. I guess it's already selected. Just hit change. I seen your mom at the mall. Again, seen is wrong. I see, and that's the wrong kind of your, but that's the right one. Okay, so just hit change. It's not my fault you were late to school. That's the one we want. The monkey shook it is head, wrong, just its head. Okay, and now it's back up to the top doing the spelling. So you're just going to go find the right form of the word, and I think almost all of these only have one choice, and it's the right choice, except this one, cemetery. Make sure it's that one. And I kind of forgot to finish a sentence here, so don't worry about that, just skip it. Embarrassed has 2 R's and 2 S's. Believe, argument, definitely, 12th. There was, yeah, that kind of there. Library, a peaceful protest at the library. Okay, so it can't tell what you're trying to spell because you're so far off. I was so far off on purpose. So if you have to go change it, it's fine because you can resume your spell check. Okay, so then come up here, government, accommodate. Another should be one word, so change it. Occurred has 2 R's. February, separate, until with just 1 L, license with a C first. Okay, and then it will finally tell you when the spelling and grammar check is complete. So click OK. So you have just finished page 1, and you've finished some of page 2. Okay, but on page 2, so number 1 said right-click the blue wavy underlined words and fix the grammar, but you've probably already done that with the spell check. Number 2, change the black underlined words that are incorrect. They're all incorrect if they're black underlined to the correct form of the word by yourself, because the spell check and grammar check is not going to pick these up. Well, especially this one. Turns out there's nothing really wrong with this. I go to this, well, there kind of is. I go to the store and I buy milk, or I went to the store and I bought milk. Like you either need to be past tense on both or present tense on both. So fix the one that's underlined. The reason the spell checker and grammar check didn't pick it up is because nothing is wrong with the word go. It's spelled right, but it's just not correct in this context. I will eat fish and drink milk for dinner. Present and past, you should be sticking with the same. Okay, and it's not going to probably pick that out because that word is a real word. Okay, so anyway, you go do that to everything that's in black. The only thing is 8, 9, and 10, nothing's underlined. But you'll see that these 2 are incomplete sentences because I ate dinner, period. That's not a complete sentence. So I feel full because I ate dinner or something. Or she jumped high. Now we got complete sentences. Okay, and then this last one, number 10, I went to the store, I got milk and cookies. That's a run-on sentence, so if you just put a period there, it will fix it. Okay, so the point is the spell checker and the grammar checker doesn't always find everything because sometimes it can't tell it's wrong because it's spelled right. You're just using the wrong form or in the wrong situation. Okay, that is it. Good luck to everyone.